On August 14, 1947, the partition of India and Pakistan affected about 12 million families.
Hindus and Muslims suffer the agony of separation from their families and friends.
The next skit, directed by Arun and Panita Agarwal, depicts these horrific events.
Put your hands together for Chachaji's Cup.
Good evening, everyone. Happy 50th Republic Day. Today we are here to present a skit called Chachaji's Cup. And this skit is designed to commemorate all those 12 million families who suffered due to partition. Now you may be wondering, what is partition? Partition. I'm talking about the year 1947 when British ended rule in India and a line was drawn to divide the country into two partitions for Hindus and Muslims. Hindus in Pakistan and Muslims in India. They were forced to leave with whatever they could carry in their hands for the other partition. This event was known as the partition. Unfortunately, today there is no monument, no museum, or no holiday to remind of this event. But we can find people in our family and friends who have witnessed this partition. Also, I'm sure that in this hall right now, there are people who have gone through partition. The time given to these families to reach the other partition was too little, and the distances was too far. Thank you. This is my Chachaji. He's my father's uncle and he's like my grandfather, but we call him Chachaji with affection. How are you, Chachaji, today?
I'm fine, my dear Abhishek Beta. How was your school today?
Oh, Chachaji, it was fantastic. Our history teacher told us to write a dossier with the details of all the important events in our modern history. Also, he asked us to cover the events where people had to suffer a great deal for some reason or another.
Sounds good, Jack. What important events do you plan to cover up in your write-up, or what is it said? Dossier or dossier or something?
Yeah, it's dossier. Chachaji, I plan to cover World War I, World War II, and the Holocaust.
Those are all the events which everyone knows in the world. Do you plan to cover other events where people have to suffer as much but they're not well-known events in the world?
No, Chachaji. How about no? Chachaji, I've already have so much. Come on, give me a break. Yeah. Besides, we've only studied World War I, World War II, and the Holocaust in school. Okay, Chachaji, it's your tea time. What would you like with your tea? A biscuit, samosa, or a piece of cake?
Beta, my favorite parley biscuits will be fine today. Thank you.
Kunal, हम सब के लिए जरा चाय लाना और parle biscuit भी.
Hi Chachaji, how are you doing today? I've brought your favorite Indian spiced tea and parley biscuits.
Hi Kunal, Beta. I'm fine. Thanks a lot for my daily tea. Oh, Kunal, you brought the nasty tea and you brought the wrong cup for me.
Dude, it's okay, man. Give me a break. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. Shut up, okay?
Oh yeah, Chachaji. I forgot that you always have to have your tea in your very old but your very favorite cup. Raji, can you go get Chachaji's cup, please?
Here's your cup, Chachaji. Let us have some nice tea.
There you go, that's the right cup. Thank you.
I would like to know why Chachaji always drinks his tea from this cup. Only even we have so many better cups than this old-looking cup.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
Yeah.
Kunal, Rajiv, Abhishek beta, here, you want to know why I drink tea from this cup? Let me tell you. Come on, sit down. Let me tell you a story from 1947. Hopefully you will get your answers to your questions from the story that I'm going to tell you. Do you know the two countries, India and Pakistan?
What's that?
What? Are you serious? Huh?
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh, please don't do that to me again. Okay, so there used to be one big India. India fought a long and a very huge independence battle with the British to get independence. India got its independence from the British in 1947. However, India was divided into two separate countries, India and Pakistan, to separate the Hindus from the Muslims. Hindus were asked to live in India and Muslims were asked to live in Pakistan. However, Muslims in India were scared and Hindus in Pakistan were scared, and they left everything that they had in their native country and left for the other countries. This whole event was known as the partition. So not to make it too long and boring, my parents were in Pakistan, and being Hindus, they decided to leave whatever they had in Pakistan and planned to reach India. They packed only a handful of most important and precious belongings. They carried their young kids, including me, and the handful package with the precious belongings, and they started walking towards Amritsar, India. I like to drink my tea only in this cup because it is one of the only things left from the very little things my parents could pack to take it with them to India.
Whatever,
Chachaji.
Big deal. A cup from 1947 traveled from Pakistan to India, and Chachaji is so particular about that he won't drink his tea from any other cup.
Yeah, I wish I could understand the secret of the importance of this cup. There's something more about this cup which I'm yet to fathom.
Chachaji, would you like to go and play with us outside?
Sure, beta. Abhishek beta, how about the tea and some samosa today? Ask your mom to make some samosas today with the evening tea.
Mom, can you make some samosas today for Chachaji?
Yes, Abhishek, I'm making samosas for all of you today.
I'm so sorry, Chachaji. I broke this special cup by yours by mistake.
I'm sorry too, but please, do not worry. You did not do this intentionally. I will join you people tomorrow.
I made Chachaji sad. I wish the other cup had fallen from my hand.
Let's just go play outside.
Chachaji got sick today, and doctors are not able to diagnose the illness of Chachaji. He's not able to recover and feel enthusiastic about his life.
Let's do something different to make Chachaji feel better.
Maybe we could get a dancer to perform a dance for Chachaji.
ये देश है वीर जवानों का अलबेलों का मस्तानों का इस देश का यारो क्या कहना ये देश है दुनिया का कहना
That did not work. That didn't work. How about a monkey dance for Chachaji? That did not work either. How about a magician show for Chachaji? That did not work either. What should we do to get Chachaji elevated?
we need to think about this. Chachaji has given up his cheerful smile ever since the cup incident when I broke the cup.
I have a fantastic idea, Abhishek.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Chachaji, today we'll have tea and Mom has made your favorite samosas too.
No, Abhishek. I'm not in a mood for tea anymore. No.
Tea? Not even in this cup from partition?
Oh, Abhishek, you have brought me such happiness back. Thank you so much, Abhishek, beta.
Sure, Chachaji. Chachaji, I fixed a partition cup which I accidentally broke the last time. The mystery is unraveling. I think I know what was wrong with Chachaji. Chachaji, now I know what was the importance of this partition. I had to apply this event to myself to understand its deep significance and the hidden suffering. I simply asked a simple question to myself. What would I pack in a bag if I was asked to leave my home, my country, and walk a few hundred miles on a journey?
Now it is beginning to make sense. I also studied partition in a reference book and found more details. Almost 12 million families suffered due to partition. They had to abandon everything and find a new home in a new unknown land with very limited belongings they could carry in small bags. Both Hindus and Muslims suffered equally, and we ought to salute all the families who suffered so much in a short span of time, trying to secure their children and their own life from the fear.
Rajiv, you're right. We never realized the great impact of the partition on our society at that time immediately after the independence, when everyone needed to savor that independence found after a long struggle and fight.
I'm so glad that you kids have understood the real suffering and the deep impact of the relatively unknown partition. We should feel very, very fortunate that we live in a free country where everyone has freedom and does not have to fear anything like partition. We should also learn from history and make sure that humanity has never to deal with events like partition in the future. Also, we should do everything we can to promote freedom and liberty in our most beautiful world.
Let me ask you a question. What would you pack if you were asked to pack you could carry in your hands and leave everything else behind? Our salutes to all those 12 million families who walked hundreds of kilometers to save their kids, their own life from the fear and the uncertainty surrounding them where they live. We also salute the braveness and the courageousness of those families to take on this challenge. Chachaji, I'll make sure to cover partition event in my social studies project. As a matter of fact, this event will be the top event in my dossier, and then I'll cover the events World War I, World War II, and the Holocaust.
If there's anyone in the audience that participated in the partition or is affected by it, please stand up.
All right, thank you all for your attention. And basically, our goal is just to reinforce the hard work and the sufferings that were suffered by all those 12 million families during the partition. Since partition is not taught in history classes or books, it's really, really important to salute to all those people during the partition. Jai Hind!
This next classic song was sung by the legendary Kishore Kumar.
मेरा जूता है जापानी पतलून इंग्लिस्तानी सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी
Sean, please, that wasn't Kishore Kumar, that was Mukesh.
Oh, I sing as well as Mukesh. यार वाह compliment मिल गया यार. I think I should go to Indian Idol. What do you think? Prashant Thakkar, the Indian Idol. वाह रे वाह.
Prashant,
Thank you, thank you.
the song was by Mukesh, and you're a pretty bad singer. Just let Raj uncle show you how it's done.
Thank you.